Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tony Bruno with Supro showing you the new Delta King 10. The Delta King 10 delivers the authentic tone of the Chicago-made Supro combos from the 1950s. It's a 5-watt, 1x10 Class A single-ended power amp that provides all the natural compression and touch-sensitive headroom that have made these vintage single-ended combos a bedrock of recorded rock history. The Delta King 10 has an all-tube signal path and features 12AX7 preamp tubes, a 6V6 power tube, and a custom DK10 speaker that, when combined with 5 watts, makes for the ultimate old-school vintage rock tone. The amp is available in 2 different variations. There's a custom Delta Tweed with black stripes and a black Tolex with cream stripes, which is what I'm playing right now. I love the look of this amp. I had an old Mini Cooper with, it was like cream with black racing stripes, and it was super rock and roll, and that's what I feel like this thing looks like. I love it. On the control panel, we have front-end gain via the tube preamp, an onboard boost and gain switch, a 2-band EQ with master volume, and a custom-made genuine analog spring reverb. The Delta Kings are not only portable, but also uniquely flexible. On the back of the amp, we have a line out, which allows the amp to function as an analog drive module when driven into another amp or your DAW. We'll talk more about this later. Let's now walk through 3 tone map settings on the Delta King 10 that really demonstrate what this amp can do. This first tone is called Juicy Clean. It's a big fat clean tone with luscious spring reverb. For the Juicy Clean tone, you're going to want to set your volume at 6, put the boost on, set the treble and the bass also at 6, reverb about straight up 5, and the master also at 6, and you're good to go. For this first tone, I'm on a Strat for some fat single coil spank. Check it out. That's just beautiful. I mean, just the articulation of it, there's so much punch. The boost switch is engaged, so that's what really gives it that definition. And it breathes. It's got such a natural beauty to it. I love the way this sounds. Like rips. I mean, this is such a great tone. It's just got all the bite and chunk to it. This is like single coil here. It's amazing. I've never heard anything like this. This next tone setting is called Tubed Up. It's a dynamic overdrive sound with both volume and master controls turned up to really show off the preamp and Class A power amp. For the Tubed Up tone map, we want to bring the volume to 10, turn the boost off, bring the treble up a little bit more to like 7, bass down to 3, reverb about 2, just a little bit of reverb, and bring the master all the way up to 10. And I've switched over to a Gibson Les Paul with mini humbuckers. I've got it in drop D tuning for a great raw tone. Listen to that. That sounds incredible. There's so much definition to the tone on this thing. The overdrive is like just perfect. It really blends all the strings together. You still hear every single voicing. And I just love the way this thing speaks. It's not like just a bunch of muddy overdrive. It really has punch. It's great. It's amazing sound. I'm going to pick up the slide right now because I can't help myself. This is like the perfect tone for slide guitar. And I'm going to bring up the gain on the volume pot too. Perfect. It's like great, great tone for slide. Really, really incredible. The last tone I'm going to show you is called drive-in, which is a nice crunchy overdrive tone. For the drive-in tone map, bring the volume back to about 5, leave the boost off, turn the drive on, bring the treble back to about 6, let's bring the bass up to about 4, as well as the reverb, let's bring that up to about 4. And the master we're going to bring all the way back to 0, but eventually we're going to bring it up to about 7. We're also going to be utilizing the line out function of the amp and send it to a Supro Keeley Custom 12 set to a clean tone. This will effectively turn the Delta King into an analog distortion module that drives the Keeley 12, giving you an epic Class A overdrive tone. And I'll be using this D'Angelico Deluxe Brighton with humbuckers, so let's check it out. That is a crazy tone. So it's like this is basically an amazing analog pedal at this point, driving the section of this that's just like giving you all this low end. It's like a beautiful blues tone. It really works well together. I love it. Okay, so now we're really gonna have some fun. I'll be cranking the master volume on the Delta King so that both amps are engaged at the same time. It's a truly amazing tone. Check this out. That is the